Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to my channel again. Today marks day 70 out of my 90-day challenge. So we are moving down the road with this. I am still eating pretty much meat, fish, and eggs. Occasionally I will add some cheese because it is an animal product. I have found that some people on this, that they find that they can have cheese every day and it doesn't affect them at all. I have found that I have to do cheese in moderation. I can't have very much. It stalls me and it does bloat me a little. There are some carbs in cheese, and I love cheese. I don't want to just cut it out of my diet forever. But I have learned that I have to use some moderation when it comes to cheese, and I'm sure the same thing with sour cream and some of the other animal products that we can add in to the diet. Just a little quick recap of where I started. Many of you that's watched me from the beginning, you saw you saw a pretty frail and sick man, 70 days ago. And it's amazing how much I have turned my life around in 70 days. I did this out of a desperation. I really thought that death was knocking on my door, and my doctor sure wasn't making me feel any better about that. He had told me that something very drastic has to change in my life. We're talking triglycerides from anywhere from 1,400 all the way up. One of my readings was over 2,000. I think it was 2,096 on my triglycerides, and they're supposed to be under 200. Blood pressure was going crazy, and my type 2 diabetes was out of control. Chronic kidney disease, stage 3B. My body was starting to shut down. I was going downhill very fast. I had zero energy. I was still managing to go to work, but it was all I could do to get through the day. And when I would come home, I would go to bed and lay in bed until supper time, and oftentimes right after supper, go right back to bed because I simply did not have the energy to do anything. And now fast forward, 70 days after cutting, I really believe more than anything, it is cutting out all the grains, the sugar, and of course the vegetable seed oils. That's probably the most toxic products that we put in our body. And unfortunately, if you're eating battered and fried foods, everything is fried in that stuff. And of course, desserts are made out of those. It's amazing how many products out there have the seed oils in it. And just that, I don't expect everybody to go full-fledged carnivore, but if you can cut the seed oils out of your life and all of the grains, because there's no such thing as a grain anymore that's not genetically modified. And in fact, they're genetically modified so much our bodies do not even see it as food. It starts fighting it from the moment it gets into our body, and it causes all kinds of inflammation. It is the cause. The grains, the sugar, and the vegetable seed oils are the causes of 90% of the chronic diseases that we're facing in this day and age. So I know without a doubt that's what's turned things around for me. But cutting the carbs completely out of my diet has helped me reverse my type 2 diabetes. And that in itself is the biggest thing that's happened to me, because the type 2 diabetes is, it just attacks all the organs in the body when your blood sugars are constantly high. And between that and high blood pressure, that's what caused the chronic kidney disease. And the fact that I have already reversed my type 2 diabetes, and I did that actually within the first 3 weeks of being on this diet, I was able to get off all of my insulin. And my blood sugars have been normal ever since, and I've never had to get back on my insulin. I cut my blood pressure medications down from 4 different medications that I was having to take every single day, and 3 out of the 4 I was having to take twice a day. I was taking metoprolol tartrate, losartan, chlorthalidone, and clonidine. Clonidine's a very strong. That was the 4th tier blood pressure medication that they added to me, because I mean, I was seeing blood pressures 180 over 120, sometimes as high as 220 or 240 over 120. So very, very dangerous blood pressures. And now I think the highest blood pressures I see are like a 134 over 82 is about the highest blood pressures I see now. So it has completely turned my life around. And I highly recommend, trying any of the ketogenic diet, because carnivore is just it is a version of a keto diet, and I will do another video explaining all the differences of the different ketogenic diets, from your basic keto to what they call the ketovore that leads more towards the carnivore, to the carnivore diet. And then there's even a step above that that tightens up that knob even tighter, called the lion diet. So this week I will do a video explaining all the differences of all the ketogenic type diets out there, so that you can choose the one that you think might be the best for you. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for following me through this journey. It means the world to me, and it really does. It helps hold me accountable. It gives me something to look forward to every week, putting out these updates. And when people at work and family members call me and they comment to me about the videos that I put out and the progress that I'm making, that just gives me the motivation to keep going. And so everyone out there, I mean, just your motivation and your support plays a huge role in what I'm doing. So thank you for that. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.